Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese.
Hello there, newbies. This is Chinese Pod coming to you from Shanghai, China. My name is Ken Carroll.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Now, we are talking about going to work.
What could be talked about
Going to work?
regarding going to work?
How did we make that interesting?
I don't know.
You mean going to work isn't inherently interesting?
No.
No. Being in work is good. Going to work isn't.
No.
Yeah.
But I think it's a essential topic when making small talk.
Yes.
It's part of being civilized.
Absolutely.
Polite.
Exactly. So this is a newbie lesson. If you've never studied before, we're going to give you some very basic language here. It's high frequency, which means, of course, you're likely to hear it. And it's particularly high frequency in China because Chinese people don't like long silences, and they like to chat, and they like to fill in the spaces. And you get what is sometimes what we call
Small talk.
But it's always a nice gesture.
Yes.
And it's always nice if you can answer. So this is perhaps something you're likely to come across your neighbor who's striking up a conversation.
Yes, maybe you meet in the elevator.
Yes. All right. So let's listen to this little conversation, and we'll be back to take it apart for you.
Dialogue, first time.
早，你去哪儿？
我去公司，
哦，远吗？
不远。
Second time.
早，你去哪儿？
我去公司，
哦，远吗？
不远。
Third time.
早，你去哪儿？
我去公司，
哦，远吗？
不远。
Okay, now I think it would be a good idea to translate at this stage.
Yes, indeed. 早，你去哪儿？
Morning. Where are you going?
早，你去哪儿？
Morning. Where are you going?
早，你去哪儿？我去公司。
I'm going to work.
我去公司。
I'm going to the office.
我去公司。哦，远吗？
Is it far?
哦，远吗？
Is it far?
哦，远吗？不远，
Not far.
不远，
Not far.
不远。I find these small talks are not very innovative.
They're
You
not?
could be, bumping into the same person and they will have the same
conversation.
conversation with you.
They're not supposed to be innovative.
That's
right?
true.
They're kind of social grooming.
And my neighbor, he asks me the same thing every single day. Why are you going to work so late?
Is he trying to tell you something?
Oh, that could be it.
Who knows? Who knows?
Do you know my neighbor?
No, I don't. But as I said, I've seen this too. I've experienced it too. And at the risk of sometimes, I feel, why do these people state the obvious?
Intruding a privacy or...
Not really, but stating the obvious sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, it's lunchtime. It's obviously lunchtime. But again, don't look at it that way. The way you have to look at it is it's a way to bond and connect and group.
Yes.
And they're hoping that you'll say something interesting to them. Yeah, like.
And sometimes that doesn't even matter.
Well, Jenny, I'm sure you can think of some interesting things to say to your neighbor next time he asks you where you go. And you're going to
How?
think about it. Okay, let's
Analyze.
let's do a little bit of analysis here.
早，你去哪儿？早，你去哪儿？
Yeah. So the first word was
早，早
meaning
morning.
morning. So that's how you say good morning.
早
Zao.
third tone.
Yes. Practice again.
早
Zao.
早
Zao.
very very efficient.
Yes. Good morning. Now, where are you going? This is a very, 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 obviously very high frequency piece of Lexus. Let's hear it.
你去哪儿？你去哪儿？
你去哪儿? Just remember that.
Yes.
Sit back, close your eyes, and think about this. Say it again, please, Jenny, for us.
你去哪儿？你去哪儿？
你去哪儿? Now, literally translated is you go where?
Yes.
Okay, there you got it. 你去哪儿? Could be your first sentence in Chinese, and it's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's see. What else did we have? This person. Well, where precisely?
我去公司。我去公司。
Now, 我去公司. So the first word here was
我
the pronoun meaning I.
Yes.
Same verb to go.
去
Good. And this word is interesting. Let's take a look at it.
公司
公司. First tone.
Yes. It means company.
It means company. 公司 means any company you're talking about. Yeah. That's
But in English, it's an abstract entity.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But in Chinese, we use it as a concrete
Yes.
place.
Yes.
I'm going to 公司
The place where you work, in other
Okay.
words. Yeah. So in English, obviously, we're more like, I'm going to work, I'm going to the office.
Yes.
Right? In Chinese, you say, I'm going to the company.
我去公司
我去公司.
对
There you go. That's one to remember. Now, your friend, your pal here is just trying to, I don't know, create a little bit more conversation here. So the question is,
远吗？远吗
is it far?
Yes.
Now, the word for far is
远
the tone there. What was it?
Third tone.
Third tone. 远.
对
Far.
Yeah.
And then to create a question, we have the particle
吗 And look how easy it
Yeah.
is. You just far
Yes.
远
yes.
adding 吗
Yes.
to create a question.
There you go.
远吗？
远吗?
远吗？
So that's a really simple way to create questions in Chinese, right? So you have an adjective and then you have that particle. Now,
Yes.
If we change the word 远 for something like 好, you could also
对
say,
好吗？
but is it good? How is
好
that?
吗？
远吗? And in this case, it's not far.
不远，不远。
So 不 as in the negative form.
Yes.
远 meaning far. 不远 meaning not far.
Yeah.
How efficient is that?
Very.
Very efficient. All right. So that's your potential little first chat in Chinese out there. These sentences are absolutely worth learning.
Yes.
By going through them in some detail. Let's listen to it 3 more times.
Welcome back to another installment of Chinese Pod Trivia. And the question for you is, for what test does Chinese Pod offer preparation services for? Is it A, the polygraph, B, the colonoscopy, C, the HSK test, or D, the CAT scan?
The CAT scan?
Ooh, sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is C, the HSK test. That's right, Chinese Pod will thoroughly prepare you to pass this rigorous test of proficiency in Chinese. ChinesePod.com/HSK.
Dialogue first time.
早，你去哪儿？
我去公司，
哦，远吗？
不远。
Second time.
早，你去哪儿？
我去公司，
哦，远吗？
不远。
Third time.
早，你去哪儿？
我去公司，
哦，远吗？
不远。
Okay.
Ken, when you
Yeah.
first started studying Chinese,
Yes.
did you initiate small talks and conversations with people? No?
Not generally.
It's also a way of learning, right? But
It's a great way.
not everyone's style, I guess.
I found I didn't have to.
People
Well,
would
if you are in a
talk to
taxi,
you.
especially, or somewhere, people will chat to you. I don't know. It's not an issue I find in China. Luckily, on the streets and stuff, most people that you meet it was certainly a few years ago, they didn't speak any English. So it was just part of the normal life.
So maybe you've had this conversation for
This one? Oh,
5,000 times.
Oh, yeah, at least. Okay, so that was your first discussion in Chinese. Where are you going? That kind of stuff. Please remember to go to ChinesePod.com. That's where you can explore the language. It really is about making connections, isn't
Yeah, on Chinese pod.
it? Patterns.
That's where it becomes fun.
Indeed. So we'll be back again tomorrow with another lesson. But in the meantime, it's time for us to say
再见.
再见.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.chinesepod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number
0890
So just go to www.chinesepod.com/0890 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.chinesepod.com/0890